So, what's going on, everybody? Sorry about the noise in the background. I got the fan on. It's warm in here. And somebody wants to join in, say hi. Hello. Yeah, he's bad. He is evil. He is evil. He the devil. He cute. He cute. How's everybody doing? It's Wednesday, middle of the week. I was bored. So, I figured, well, let's come back here and, I don't know, maybe accomplish something. So, we got Patrick, Steve, Zombie Geek, and Jeremy here. Thomas is here. You're off to work. Well, sorry I couldn't. Sorry I couldn't stick around. You can always watch later if you want. Not that it's very exciting, but are you comfy? He's found himself a little niche here. He's bad. Don't let his cuteness fool you. He's bad. He's very bad, aren't you? Say yes, you're bad. Say I'm cute but kind of evil. He's a daddy's boy, that's for sure. That cat is never more than a couple feet away from me. I don't know what Prada did before he passed away, but Prada passed all of his. Prada taught him everything. So, well, you already saw what we're gonna part around with. I got a Portable 3 here. I picked this up a couple months ago with Sean, Fraction Retro. I'm sure you guys all knew who Sean is. Um, we were cleaning out. Well, we weren't cleaning it out, but we were picking up some stuff from a collector who passed away. That was local to me, and this was one of the things that I happened to catch my eye. It's a Portable 3 Tigger, and it's in pretty good shape physically. So, and I mean, it's it's all, I mean, for what it's worth, it's all here. Does not have the did not find the optional expansion unit that goes on here. Um, so if it's there, then I overlooked it. But I sworn we looked through everything and we didn't see it anywhere. So it's very possible it didn't have one. So I don't know if I'm really that worried about it. This is only a 286. I really got it just because it has a gas plasma string on it. That's the only reason I really wanted it. So, um, so yeah, I did. So I did power it up not too long after I got it because I was excited and I wanted to see if it worked. And well, it does sort of kind of work. Um, However, this comes up like so. So if I flip this on, so you can't see if the power light's on, and the drive 2 light is on, and the drive 2 is the hard drive. Drive 1 is the floppy. So there's the floppy seeked, and it beeps, but there's nothing on the screen at all, like absolutely nothing. So I don't know if the cable is funky or what. So I figured we could open it up and see if maybe we get lucky and something just knocked loose. I'm kind of hoping. I mean, there is no, maybe not. I thought maybe there was a little bit of burn on the screen, but I think it's just me the way I'm looking at it. So, and unfortunately, I don't have a RGB monitor, like a CGA display, because that's actually what this puts out. This is a 286 machine, to 12, I think 12 megahertz, 286. So, it's very small. It's actually quite light too. So, yes, Patrick, you did have a lot of stuff, and no, it was a lot of various stuff. It was Apple. Actually, it was actually mostly not Apple, except for the Apple IIe's. I mean, he had a huge hoard of those, but I think it was more or less that somebody, either he or somebody he knew, managed to get like a whole hoard of them from a school, because they all say Cumberland Valley School District, which is one of the local school districts up there. So, the one nice thing is it uses a T15, same as the Mac Compaq Macs do. So I didn't have to go trying to dig up a screwdriver. Oh, there's a crack there. And these screws aren't very tight, so I wonder if somebody's been in here. So, yeah, this corner here is broken. We'll have to fix that. Nothing a little Gorilla Glue can't fix. No, he did not work for the school district. He wasn't. Yes, the gentleman was in IT, but no, he did not work for the school district that the computers came from. So, oh, what do we got here? Oh, well, there's a battery soldered right to the frickin' main board. And how in the hell that's going to come out? So, I'm going to have to take this off. So, just looking at some of the stuff in here. Just trying to get a rough idea how old this thing is. Looks like 86. So this is about a year older than my P70 is. And I am going to need a smaller torque screw. Oh gosh. Yeah, probably a T10. And we're going to use the compact screwdriver. Of course, there has to be multiple different size screws here. Cat inside, yeah. In this house, that's very true. Okay. So, well, this is very unexpected. So, this actually has Sims on it. So, the manual I was reading had me thinking this used a proprietary type of expansion card, but this is regular Sims on it. And can't see what they are. $256. So, yeah, my guess is it's got 512K on it. It may have 640K because it looks like there's 128K maybe here. Here's some memory in here. And these are actually dated 87. Dated 87. So so I'm not exactly sure how much memory is in it. I mean, this is 512K here. I mean, it's at least 640K, I'm sure. So here is the processor. In case nobody's ever seen one of these are kind of funky. Here is your AMD sourced 28612. With a heatsink. Not really a heatsink, just it's really just there to hold the freaking thing in. All right. Yeah, this was actually kind of common on portables. Not so much desktop, but it was fairly common on portables. I've seen a lot of portable computers that actually use the QFP style chips. Yes, they are a pain in the ass. I'm not sure if I have this one in right, to be honest with you. Oh yeah, I do. It's in there, right? Okay. So this is a keyboard. I know that. I'm going to say this is a floppy. I think this is a hard drive. Not sure what this one is. Well, let's link out this motherboard here once. Yeah, it's a bit of an odd design for a desktop processor. Because you're not really space limited on a desktop. Yeah, I think this is a hard drive. We'll find out when we get this board out. Or really gotta get this battery out of here. Might do that here tonight. I'll take this off. Might actually be part of the problem. I sure hope not, but. .4 volt. Should check the power supply too. Make sure the power supply is putting out all the proper voltages. I'm not sure what these are. I'm thinking drive power maybe? Oh, this is okay. So this is the display here. So this must be the hard drive, and this must be the floppy drive. So this one's the display, because this is the display card right here. Yeah. Yeah, this is the display card. Yes, it is CGA. So here's that battery. Thankfully, I don't see any damage. So it hasn't leaked, thankfully. So here's the cables. Looks like this one is power. I think it just uses a Molex cable. Well, it is just a Molex cable. And this one is data here. It does have a hard drive, and these are power. These are for the drives. So yeah, this one is yep, this one's definitely a hard drive here. So hey Richard Techie, what's going on? Let's do some poking and prodding here. Guess we have to plug it in. Well, I'll be damned to which one's ground. Wow, this is very weird. Hmm. Are you fucking serious? Well, I guess we won't be poking and prodding too long because my meter here is bitching that it needs a battery, and I'm pretty sure this is a 9-volt, which I don't have handy. Yeah, well, I'm not driving to the fucking store. Yeah, it's a 9 volt. Oh, it has an expiration date of 3/2017 on it. I'd say I got my use out of the fucking thing. It was that old. Jesus. Oh, I don't even have anything in the house I could take a 9 volt battery out of. Try it without the backlight. See if it'll last. So that's 40 volts AC. That's 40 volts AC. That's 40 volts AC. That is roughly 8 volts AC. So I would say that power-wise, we're probably okay. Yeah, I have a sneaking suspicion of that too. Or the display cable has a problem. Because power-wise, I mean, it seems like we're good. Gotta remember to get battery for this tomorrow. Power supply seems to be okay. It's putting out +5, -5, 12 volts, and the AC voltages that the plasma screen needs, because they run off of AC. I'm not sure what the standard or alt is on here. I did download a service manual. Oh, wait, I think I have it up here. Oh, this is for the portable 386. Oh, no fucking wonder. Tigger. Well, either way, I'm just going to leave it alone. Put it back in. I mean, I don't know if these ribbon cables are bad or... So... Now, one thing I'm going to do here is... Oh! I really got to get some better flux. Oh. I must be fighting a ground plane here because I really had to crank that thing up. Shit. You never know who makes it. We'll find out. I don't know how hard it is to. I'm not sure how hard it is to deal with that. If it's going to be a pain in the ass, I might do it for another day. Kind of hoping it's just cable. I gotta get some better tips. Tiny little pencil tips just not very well suited for this kind of work. Oof. All right. Well, it's not gonna work. I'm gonna have to get some tips for my soldering iron. I don't even know what kind of fucking tips it takes. So, I wonder if we can crack this thing open. Oh. Oh, are you fucking serious? It just unplugged from the board. Ooh. Boy, I got that just in time. Or is that just... Oh, that's just the potting. Well, no, it's starting to leak. So, kind of hard to see, but it is starting to leak right here. Luckily, nothing got on the board. I'm sitting here trying to desolder it, and how it just plugs in. Hello to toiletist toilets. Oh shit. Alright, so let's take this look at the dip switches here. So I have a breakdown of those. So 1 and 2 have to do with the memory. So it looks like 640K of memory. Switch 7 is a display, and it's in CGA mode. 12 megahertz boot speed. Hard drive enabled. Yep, so I can use either 256K or 1 meg sticks of memory in this thing. So, well, Hey, cool. Fume hood. It's something a lot of us should have, but none of us do. Well, then I guess you have a holy shit. What, you mean there's other kinds of solder besides leaded? You mean I could have been saving my brain cells all these years? What the shit? That's pretty fucked up. Why didn't anybody ever tell me about unleaded solder? I feel cheap. I feel cheated. I'd have more brain cells. Well, then I'd probably have less cats. What the fuck is my camera doing? I don't expect anything to change, but no, you never know. Oh, I know what they need to put the. There we go. It's like, why aren't the lights working? No, it might actually not be too bad to get that panel off. It's enough to check voltages and stuff. Hmm. It looks like there's 4 screws right here. I can get these out. If I can get this display panel apart, I can at least see if there's voltage. No, I don't have one, Jeremy, unfortunately. That's what I was saying earlier. One thing I don't have. You would think with all the old shit that I have laying around this house, I would have a CGA monitor, but no, unfortunately, I do not. Ah! It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 screws holding the panel in. Knock on wood, this thing seems to be built pretty good. So I'm not too terribly concerned about plastic issues. I am trying to be careful though. I truthfully I don't have any CGA machines. I mean, I don't even have any like XT class machines here. Come on, Tiggs. Probably should have left the logic board out. Then I could have toned out the signal cable. But I didn't think that far ahead. So, Jeremy, to answer your question, the plasma display panel is actually made by Oki, as in Oki Data. Okay, well, all the voltages are good. Getting power. Oh. So, when I plug the panel in, when I have the panel unplugged from the power supply, I'm getting a good 40 volts AC. Now I'm only getting 16. I wonder if there's a short in this thing somewhere. Oh, there we go. There's minus 190. So I have minus 190, minus 190, 7, and 7. No, there's no tantalum caps on here. Oh, wait, there is one. Showing 190 volts across each leg. I don't think it's shorted. Whoa. What the shit? Seven volts on that side, and 192 volts on that side. That doesn't make much sense. Bigger, come on. Well, I think she's going to be pretty dead. I tend to agree with Jeremy on this front. I think it's probably a lost cause. Should probably look around and see if I can find a working panel. Of course, yeah. Who the fuck's going to have a goddamn panel for one of these? Then again, if you look hard enough, you can find just about anything. Yeah, they're bolted down. I don't feel like unscrewing them. All plasma panels are glass. They're basically a fucking vacuum tube. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about that. Although it would be kind of cool to put an LCD in here. It would have to be a passive or an active matrix one, though. Well, I'm going to look around and see if I can find a plasma panel for it before I get too crazy. Oh, it's portable if it wants to be. It's about as alive as your Coco is, there, Sean. Although I will kind of admit it's more alive than your Coco because it actually tries to boot. It's just the screen doesn't work. How you doing, bud? Whoops. That's a good possibility. I mean, it's hard telling. Sean picked up a Coco 3. I think it just had some bad RAM, to be honest with you, because it's acting like it wants to do something, but it's just all gibberish on the screen. I think there's a bad RAM chip in it somewhere. Not that kind of cocoa, although that is kind of tasty. He also picked up a couple Commodore 128s, and I think they might just have bad VDCs. Because they're the flat model, the ones that had the troublesome VDCs in them. Pretty sure this keyboard's going to need attention too if I do get this thing working. You know, Commodores are one machine I never got into. At least the original, the 8-bit ones. I used an Amiga 2000 in junior high school, and that was it. The closest I ever came to Commodores in my life. There. Yeah, never used a pet. Yep, I've never owned any, never used any. I mean, I know about them, but I've just never gotten into them. I mean, if you plopped one in front of me, I would know how to use it. I mean, I wouldn't know everything about it, but I would know at least the basics. So, yeah, Sean put out a Patreon video today. He was showing off computers that he got from the same place where this came from. So, oh, I know how to program BASIC. I learned that on the Apple II. That's easy. I've owned Cocos, TRS-80s, had a Mattel Aquarius at one time. A Mac 512. But I never had an Atari, never had a Commodore. Um, the other, wasn't there another big 8-bit system back? I can't remember. But yeah, my dad got us a PC in let me think here, 1986. Yeah, we got a XT clone PC in 1986, and that was pretty much it. So my dad didn't believe in game consoles, so we never had any game consoles. I didn't actually get into like Nintendo and stuff until I was an adult because, my dad didn't believe in having game consoles. Hey, Bruce. We never had any of the 8-bit systems because, of course, the PC is far superior to the 8-bit system. So I grew up thinking my PC was hot shit, and I found out as an adult that my fucking PC was a piece of shit compared to some of the stuff a Commodore could do, or even an Atari. You know. Oh my goodness, I'm tired. So, well, this stream was a bust. I have my Amiga down here I can try out, but I don't feel like digging out a display right now. Sean tried his Amiga out and his worked. I'm sure mine works. Sean, mine was the one that had the trapdoor expansion card, not the one you got. Mine has the 512K trapdoor card, and that's where the real-time clock battery was, but mine's been removed. So, and Friday, I'm taking the day off work. I'm going down to Baltimore to System Source, and we're going to spend the day at System Source with Bob Roswell and David Lovett, and just kind of hang out there. He's having an open house from 9 to 5, and Bob's going to hopefully fire up his Apple One, his original, real Apple One, not his fake one. He does have a replica, but yeah. So, so yeah, that's Friday. That's why I'm taking the day off work. And Sean's going with me. This is Prada Jr. So, and as for this weekend, I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe I'll break the Amiga out and try it out. I don't have any discs for it, so I can't I can't do anything with it, but if at least I can get a workbench screen on it, it asks me for a workbench disk. I know I'm doing good. So, unfortunately, it's impossible to recreate Amiga floppies from what I understand. So, I'm going to end up getting a GoTech. But on that note, I'm going to call it a night. So, the cat found Bigfoot. So, I think from here, we're just going to call it an evening, and let's see about doing something this weekend. So, you guys all have a wonderful night, and I'll chat with you all later.